Hey guys, Chris from Flow Brackets. Today we're working on an M440i, and these cars come with this big oversized ugly box. We'll get rid of that and shrink it down to something like this. At the same time, we'll talk about prestige plates and how to get it on a BMW as well. Let's get into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this big ugly box because we have redesigned that to something like that. A lot smaller, a lot cleaner, and it'll give you that nice floating look. First thing you're going to do, take up the plates, which is just 3 screws down the bottom, and it unclips off its bracket that comes with the number plate. And then we'll peel off the front of this plinth, take out the screws, and they'll drop out. And I'll show you a bit more about it in a sec. So to get the plinth off, what you're going to do is take off the front cover. Now this plinth is made of 2 pieces. So if you just pry from the side, you take off the front cover, and the 2 screws holding it in, will let you drop the plinth out. Now that we have the plinth off, all you're going to do now is grab our miniature plinth and attach it to the same mounting points as on the car. All you're going to do is line it up, go all the way to the top, and the part will contour to all the curves on the car, giving you a direct fit with no guesswork. It fits really snug. Then just put the screws in. Now that we have our miniature plinth on the car, it's time to choose the correct bracket so that matches your number plate style. So for example, if you're running Heritage, you grab a Heritage bracket, which then goes onto our plinth, and then the number plate goes on. Same for Euro, just choose the correct size, match the correct bracket. Now, the Prestige is a little bit different. It does come with its own bracket, but the holes don't match up with our mounting system, which is the plinth. So what we've got is a miniature Prestige adapter, and what this does is this bolts onto our miniature plinth, which then adapts to the back of the bracket that comes with the plate, and it all clips together, completing the system. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if you are planning to run a standard height plate, here's a few examples: New South Wales traditionals, Victorian standards, or maybe Japanese. What needs to happen is you need to mount your plate quite high to clear the radar. So for example, I've got New South Wales traditional plates. They need to sit up higher. What happens then is it might foul on the grille on the center. So what we've done is we've provided a spacer that is part of the plinth. So if you are running standard size plates or anything that's quite tall, you want to install this first and bolt everything together so you have enough clearance for the grille. So this is our mini Prestige adapter. All we're going to do is line up the slots with the brass inserts on the plinth. You can go in any position. We're just going to go there, and then the backing plate off the number plate can go on. Now that we've got the adapter on, take the backing plate that's off the back of your number plate and then align it to any of those mounting points on here. There's a lot of micro adjustments. Just choose the one that you think looks best. We're just going to try and center it to the grille there. Now for the back of the car, it's quite easy, especially when you have Prestige plates, because the backing plate does line up with the factory mounting holes in the back of the car. So all you got to do is install the plate using the screws that are already on the car, and this will clip on. But let's take this opportunity to talk about the holes and this dent, because a lot of BMWs has this little recess at the back, and that's just to strengthen the boot. And that's a problem if you have very narrow plates, because you're going to see the stamping on the boot lid. We do have a range of products to solve this problem. We have ones that are short, which covers the stamping, and we've got one that is shorter so the bracket is not seen. If you need help, do reach out. If you have, say, Heritage plates, something like that, grab the correct bracket, and our bracket will line it with the holes so your plates can bolt straight on. One last thing to consider is that because there is a stamping in the car, when you do install plates, it's going to be hard up against your paint. That's not really recommended because over time, the vibrations will put little marks into your car. So there's 2 options. You can use, say, double-sided tape as padding, not as tape. So stick on the back so you've got something like get between the bracket and the car. Or what we're going to do we've got these little 5mm spaces, which is just enough to clear the paint, and also water can run behind it so it doesn't collect. So let's use these with a bracket and get it bolted straight on. That's how you get rid of the big oversized mounting box and clean it up with our mounting system. Now just remember, it's a two-part system, so you need a plinth to suit the car model and a bracket or adapter to suit your number plate style. And don't forget, the factory plinth is actually in two pieces to get access to the screws. So I hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.